box this lap, confirm, 2 LMDH behind, box this lap, confirm. Driver change to Valet, try to help him for that, full service. Don't forget to remove your seat insert.
And a very significant moment for this entry,
yep,
because Ahmed Al-Hati has been in from the start. His driver time is done.
Yep.
I'm pretty certain we've not seen another driver in that car. That will be the fight.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
checking. We've got slight conflict between what we thought and what our official timing is telling us on the timing free and James. But absolutely, Ahmed Al-Hati does not have to get back into this car for the remainder of this race.
Well, he's done a Ben Keating, hasn't he? He's taken it from the start and just driven until basically 3/4 of the race is completed and given his teammates as little time in the car as possible. Now, Valentino Rossi is also under similar time restraints. He's a silver graded driver, so again, he's got to do the 2.5 hour minimum drive time. And then Maxime Martin, platinum, can do as much or as little as the regulations allow. So
now watch this, he's going to move the steering wheel. He did this yesterday in practice, and I was watching actually how, you see how hard he's
trying to get the door netting.
Trying to push, that's got to go in, it's not
clicking.
Right,
he's trying to pull it out. How's it got twisted around? There you go, clicks in, yeah. I mean, it is super tight, yeah, super tight. And you've got gloves on and you're exhausted. Valentino is done and gone.
I think they might have wasted a bit of time with that netting there, not going
well, Valet didn't look like he was ready to go, even when the door was being closed, but it wasn't far off.
I was going to say, yesterday in practice, I was watching Rossi and how he was doing the seat belts up, and he was quite a perfectionist. He wanted to make sure they're absolutely spot on.
Yeah. Rossi and Valet on the inside. Lopez hanging on. Valentino fresh into the car, so the tyres will be newer than those of Pachito, who's at the end of a double. Oh! Valentino Rossi knows when there's a gap and when there isn't, and he saw it was closing. You saw the extra braking there at the apex.
Get his elbows out rather than his knee down there, and world champions galore in that battle.
Now, interestingly, behind them is the white Porsche that leads LMGT3. So this battle, which is for 5th position, is in danger of going a lap down on the leader. Here comes Valet. The doctor on the inside. Jose Maria Lopez knows how to race this track. But it is Valentino Rossi who has the inside line, tucks it into the apex, and through he goes. He's up to 5th place.
I mean, the success in Le Mans over a long period of time in the equally weighted LMP2 class was something that we think, thought demonstrated their clear capabilities. And our view was that with some stronger financial backing, some capital, some investment, we could make a push to be competitive at the highest level of the sport. And what attracted us to endurance racing was the fact that we've seen a significant rise in the interest in motorsports globally, and we hadn't seen as much of a increased level of interest in WEC, and we thought that that was ripe to change. And I still believe very, very strongly that that's the case. When you look at motorsport, or sport in general, what attracts people are two things. You have the sense of tribalism, it's a team that you can root for, and uncertainty of outcome. And there's nothing in sport with greater uncertainty and outcome than a 24-hour race where you don't have the slightest idea who's going to win until the very last moment. It is absolutely the most unbelievable event in sports. I really don't think there's a second that comes close.
You led on the debut with the team at Le Mans last year in pretty ropey conditions. So that was drama.
And I was getting interviewed as we led, and the moment the words left my mouth, we had our unfortunate mishaps. But yes, it was a wonderful experience.
I'll ask this question. You happy with the journey so far?
Well, we were so happy with the experience and being a customer that we ended up investing in Jota. And I don't think there's a stronger way to represent your commitment to something than actually put your money behind it. And so it's not just us bringing brands that can enhance those brands and provide the much needed publicity. We all know the mantra of racing and/or winning on Sunday and selling on Monday. I think that's very true across not just automotive, but all many brands that can be associated with auto, either directly or indirectly. But Jota's excellent.
As I looked at the screen to see who was on board, it's changed to Valentino Rossi. So Valle at the wheel, and this car is, in fact, is Farfus 2 cars ahead in the 31 car. This is Valentino, he's in 12th position, chasing the Manthey EMA Porsche of Maurice Schuring, and in front of him is Augusto Farfus in the 31 BMW. Lots and lots of Valentino Rossi fans everywhere we go, and why wouldn't there be? An absolute legend of motorsport, a 9-time world champion, and there is Augusto Farfus being overtaken by Maurice Schuring. That's a great pass by Schuring. And here's the view. Farfus coming back at him in the BMW. Augusto Farfus, supremely experienced in BMW GT cars and touring cars.
It's going to be that run down towards turn 1, as we so often see. Rossi's getting involved.
3 wide. Valentino trying to take advantage of that. That's brilliant stuff.
And he's read that situation pretty well. Pops up on the inside. He's got to be given space, though, for the other BMW on his left.
But Valentino is trying hard to get by both of them, and at the moment he's got by Augusto Farfus, and that move, using the toe of the 2 cars, that was a pure motorcycle racer's instinct to throw it up the inside there and try and dive by them with your leg dangling into turn 1. Valentino Rossi really showing what he's made of.